And we're back, everybody, for round 3. Honestly, I'm pretty excited about this round.
Oh, I am too. One, it's the last round of the day, so that means we're almost done.
I can go drink after this.
Yeah, right. We can go drink. But more importantly, we have 2, I feel, very narrative-driven lists, or this is a very narrative-driven matchup.
We have Chris Schelling.
Not sure.
We have Chris with his Breaker Tribe targets. So he's got, that's pretty standard, two Gate Breakers, a unit of Litlands, and Incarnate. Actually, a really kind of, and Mix and Ash and draws.
Yeah.
So this is actually, apart from the draws, this is a list I see kind of often.
Yeah.
It's really popular.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard meta Giants list. I mean, to be fair, there's only so many ways you can build Giants because of their points cost. It's only so much you can do. I mean, really, this is where you just walk forward and hit the attack button. That's what this is.
He's got Monstrous Leech up on his general to bump that wound characteristics up from 36 to 40.
Just a casual 40.
40 wounds with the Amulet of Destiny on him. So 40 wounds, 4 up save, 6 up board.
Yeah. Amulet of Mass Production. It's really good. I mean, is there much we could really talk about this list?
The other Gatebreaker also has the Arcane Shell Wizard to obviously take Flaming Weapon.
Yeah.
Which might as well have been specifically designed for Giants.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is like standard Giant plus Incarnate.
They have Mightier Make Rightier, like all Giants. They it's also a Breaker Tribe, so they have Fierce Loathing. So all the Gatebreakers and the Main Crushers, which is most of his list except for the Incarnates, gets +1 to hit against totems or units with command models.
Okay.
So that might help a little bit in this matchup. We'll see. Yeah, so that's the target list. There's 4 models, well, 6 models in the whole thing. It's gonna stomp right up to you and try to smash your face in.
Yeah, it's Giants. That's what they do. It's how they were designed. Surprisingly, when this new Journal Handbook is going to be used for a tournament scene for us, it makes them better.
Are we having a little bit of an echo? We can look at that. What's the Crunchbite narratives to this Gargant? We'll find out. We'll ask for you. It's very important. But we'll try to get rid of that echo. In the meantime, I'm going to swap over and we'll take a look at Tom Guan's Big Stabbers list. And when I say Big Stabbers, I mean
Big Stabbers.
Tom has 14 units of Big Stabbers.
Yep. And this is why we wanted to see this matchup. Look at this. This list is glorious.
Yeah. There's 14 units of Big Stabbers.
And from what Eli was saying is that when a Big Stabber unit dies, it deals D3 mortal wounds to a monster.
Yes.
Yes. So 14 D3. Yeah. Drakfoot, that ignores ward saves, doesn't it? Or did that get changed?
Draxfoot? Does he have Draxfoot?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, the army sub-faction. Yeah. Draxfoot is... let me double check. Ward saves cannot be made strength of purpose. Can't ward attacks made by Drakfoot units, so there goes that.
Amulet.
There goes that amulet.
And that was a nice ward save you had there, buddy. Yeah, this is going to be, Hunters of the Heartland, Warlord.
He has a 6-up army-wide ward because of war paint.
Yep. Which is going to help because he's not going to be making any armor saves anytime soon. I would say Triumph's inspired, but this list is just that. It's inspired.
His Bonesplitterz walk also gives a 4-up ward for 1 turn for army-wide. Oh my goodness! He's also got the Spirit of Gorkamorka. That if an unmodified hit roll for an attack with a melee weapon by a Bonesplitterz unit, of which there are many, is a 6. It inflicts 2 hits instead of 1. I kind of feel bad for putting this matchup on stream, but it is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of models dying. a lot of giants being run out with tiny little dudes with big sticks. But I mean, this is what Savage Big Stabbers do. They hunt big things with big sticks.
Yep. So, apart from the 14 big stabbers, there is other stuff in this list as well.
I mean, I guess.
He has a couple of ward on profits. One of those is his general. Mm-hmm. He has a 4 ward on the general with the glowing tooths.
Yep.
His general also has a fight last spell.
Oh.
Warcry.
That's going to be good in this matchup.
Both of his ward on profits actually have the same spell.
Yeah, man. Honestly, doubling up for this in general, not bad in this matchup, especially it's going to be good.
Yeah. And then he has the cheapest battle line he could take. The Auric Warboys and the Savage Oryx. Holland Hunters. You know.
They're going to stand on an objective, and they're there because of the tax. But really, all we're here for is big stabbers.
Yeah. This is 20 drops.
Well, I mean...
So let's head over to the top-down view, and our players are actually setting up right now. So we'll head over there and see how's it going.
And by the way, the scenario today is going to be a game of heroes. Let's see. Here, so bear with me. No middle ground is one of the main things about this. If you control the objective that starts the game wholly within your opponent's territory, when that objective counts as 2 objectives when scoring at the end of turn. So this is a 1/2 more. Score 1 victory point if you have a leader from your army with a wounds characteristic of 9 or less within 3 of any objective you control, excluding your objective that's in your territory, and then 2 for battle tactic. The grand strategy 3, this is prime objective, so start of 3, one of these should be getting removed. And this is going to be table quarters with just the tips of the squares touching. And you must more than 9 away from your enemy territory, so it's like that weird like sort of circle in a square thing. Looks like we got some super fancy objective markers showing the. We're not in turn 1, are we?
I believe he has some.
Yeah, we're not in the start of the game yet. Tom's doing deployment stuff, I believe.
This is pre-game move.
Yes, pre-game move. Okay, so we haven't missed much, other than a giant freaking big stabbers beam.
Pre-game move half the army.
Yeah.
I believe it's the big stabbers themselves that actually get the pre-game move. Let me double check. I have like the biggest grin on my face.
Yeah, these are
the kind of matches I want to.
Yeah. Like big, tough, like super sweaty, top of tables matches are fun.
I'm not sure what's giving him the pre-game move.
Maybe Tom's just cheating. Who knows? And they shook on it.
Tom would never.
Yes, Tom's had lunch with the dude. He's pretty hilarious.
Half his army rounding up will move 8 inches up. Oh, tireless trackers. That's it. Yeah. We literally just talked about that.
Yeah. I swear we pay attention to each other.
looks like Giants turn 1 since they only had 4 drops and Big Stab has had 20.
Yep. I mean, yep. I'm going to hopefully find out what battle tactic they're doing soon. Giants player entering the think tank already. I mean, honestly, I don't know how to play against this list. Do you? It's, yeah, Steven's shaking his head no at me.
Against which list? The Giant list?
No, the Stabus.
I have no idea.
Like,
I have no idea.
I die. That's how I play against this list.
It's kind of like how do you play against my zombies list? It's the same problem.
Yeah, it's just you just don't. You ask the question, do you know how to deal with 14 big stabbers? And a lot of people are like, what are big stabbers? Like,
yeah, honestly, before, because we actually had a discussion about this list that Tom was bringing, and that was my question. I was like, I don't know what any of these units do. I've never heard of a war priest or whatever the hell this thing is. Like, I've seen a big stabba, don't know what it does.
Yeah. It's like that model you look at the GW store or your local game store being like, that's funny. And that's the thing is like these big stabbas currently like come only in the Savage Orc boxes. Like 2 per box. So
I don't know if any of them are in reserve. I don't think that's a thing that...
No, I think everything is on the table. It's going to be on the table.
And I know Chris was kind of dreading this match. When I asked him to stream, he was like, oh, everybody wants to see what Big Stabbas do to Gargants, right? Yeah, I think a lot of this is Gavin's army. Giants are going with aggressive expansion for turn 1. But, yeah, I honestly think Chris might have a better chance than most people think. Gargants they do a lot of damage, and they're really hard to kill. Even for a unit that's kind of specialized in killing them.
Yeah, Gargants are no joke. Like, they're really no joke.
Yeah.
Do we know what these players' record is right now?
I don't, actually. We can probably look it up, but I do not.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
Let's go, Suns. Yeah, let's go, Suns. I'm cheering for this. I'm cheering for Gargants.
I'm not sure who I want to see win. This is going to be just an interesting match. I think we're all going to win watching this match. I believe that was casting in an attempt to unbind. Couldn't see Tom's dice, unfortunately, but I'm not seeing a token or anything go out, so I'm going to guess it's unbind was successful. And hey, there we go. There was the hero phase, and now we got a big chonker moving. Tom opting to redeploy whatever that is.
Yeah, it looks like Tom's redeploying. I'm not sure what that was exactly.
Since it was a single model, I'm guessing a Wargog Prophet.
We already got a table bump. That was a Prophet that he redeployed on the top right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because it was just a single model, and I don't believe he has any other single models in his armor.
Pushing those man crushers up so far.
Oh yeah.
Like, you gotta be aggressive. He's gotta be aggressive.
Yeah.
You can't just wait around for all those stabbers to, stab him.
Like, no, this is the right play. Honestly, send in one unit at a time.
No, send them all in.
You think? Because then...
No, make Tom big. Make him split attacks. Send them all in a big group and say, if you focus down one, the other two are going to kill you.
So my thought was, by having more than one giant in at a time into combat, that's allowing Tom to get, like if they're all attacking the same unit, yeah, that's one thing. But like, that's more damage that he is taking than he's putting out. Well, all right. How am I trying to say this? Tom will get to pick a unit to attack a giant and get damage on for free. Was my thought there. Hearing some dice rolling, or getting ready to be rolled. That's Tom, though. Maybe eating some rocks? No, the giant spider.
Oh yeah. He's definitely chucking rocks. Another problem that Chris might run into is every time he attacks a savage, like a big savage, he's gonna overkill.
Yeah.
They only have 4 wounds.
Yeah.
Like, so if you're like, my giant attacks your big stab, you don't split attacks, you're gonna overkill the big stab.
Yeah, that's true. This is, like, as the Giants player, this is going to be a hard matchup to pilot. I know we joke about, Giants being her easy, but this is one where I think he's really going to have to think, because it's 14 big stabbers.
Throwing rocks of profit. I actually have to watch this game and see what's going on.
Yeah. I think the Prophet took a damage or two. Not 100% sure.
Only 14 big stabbers.
Yeah.
Do you know which Prophet is the one with the 4-up ward? I don't know for sure, but I would assume it's this one. Oh, wait, hold on. I would assume it's this one, down in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
I have a 50% chance.
You do.
Is Harrison still in the chat? Harrison is not in the chat. So I guess instead of asking Harrison, I'll just ask the chat as a whole. Could this big stabber list beat my 320 zombies?
I don't think so. I think the recursion that the zombies have, they were just the big stabbers wouldn't be able to do it. What are we doing? We checking ranges on something. Oh, charges.
Yeah, he's charging. He's got to get in there and start killing big stabbers.
Yeah.
Because he's only got 5 turns to kill 14 of them.
Yeah. Tom being a gentleman and turning around the big stabber so that the model doesn't actually get stabbed. These impact to hits or something? Oh, that's a damn big stabber.
There is a fight blast for the Oryx.
Yeah.
For Bonesplitterz in particular. Actually, we called it out because fighting last on a Gargant.
Yeah.
Hurts.
Yeah, that feels bad, man.
We are rolling quick here.
Oh man, that was
Now, I see Tom has his big stabbers in kind of units of 2, but aren't they single models with just 2 Oryx on the base?
I believe so.
So I'd be curious. We love interviewing Tom after the events are over. I'd be really curious as to why he's kind of putting his big stabbers that way.
Yeah.
Looks like we had our first casualty down over here. Well, the big stabber that was right here looks like it died. Ooh,
Yep.
This surface is not very good for drawing. And we get a wag. Wag! Wag!
Are we not getting the alerts anymore? Did somebody join?
No, Lewis asked for a wag.
Ah.
Oh, it is 2 bases. Okay, the unit size is 2. Okay. I was lied to by Wahapedia. Oh no, I'm just a moron and I can't read numbers. Never mind, nothing to see here, folks.
Well, that's all it is. I mean,
Yeah, I'm just illiterate. Wow, I actually really like that Chris is being so aggressive here.
oh yeah, no, it's great.
Now, I really want to look it up. Can Bonesplitterz have anything in reserve?
I don't believe
He
so.
does just have this giant sitting over here by this point, and I'm curious as to why, when he was so aggressive with everything else, why does he have this guy just sitting over here?
Aggressive expansion? No.
No.
Maybe he doesn't want to go into 3
No
units of big
reserves. That's
stabs.
what I thought, but
Like-
I don't know. Just interesting as to why he has that giant sitting over there up by himself.
My thought is maybe he didn't want to go into 3 units of big stabbers on it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like that just might be like,
want to put him right here.
yeah, like because you think about like looking at the map, where else is he gonna go?
Countercharge as well. So if Tom brings these 3 units of big stabbers down this way, he can countercharge here.
Ah, good, yay, yeah, no. It lets Tom make the decision because there's like right now, yeah, he's playing very aggressive, but there's no reason to commit that one right now because these giants right now should be able to handle all the big stabbers and then some.
Man. 14 big stabs.
13 now.
Oh, 13 now. Well,
Wait.
13 and a half.
Does each base count as a big stabber, or
Yes.
is there 28 bases?
I believe so, yes. I believe that is how it works.
Oh my!
And they all have exploding 6s.
Oh, this army.
And
This
a
list,
big
Tom.
stabber attack profile is 3 attacks.
All right.
3s and 3s.
All right.
-2.
Okay.
2 damage. So a unit of 2 big stabbers gets 6 attacks. Range 3, by the way.
Oh Jesus! And let's not forget, they die. They do the mortal wounds.
The final fling.
Yeah.
So before it's moved from play, pick an enemy within 3 and roll a dice, add 2. If the enemy unit is a monster, which everything is as a monster, on a 4, if the enemy suffers D3 mortal wounds. So I guess the question is, Tom can pass his DPS check.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Can Chris kill enough big stabbers without dying?
So you got to think like we're like, oh, the big stabs, but Tom also has 3 battle line units that are able to take objectives just fine, while the big stabbers are dead, and so is the giants.
God, that's a good point, Randy. It's per base. It's not even per unit.
Oh.
28 D3 mortal wounds on a 2-up when they die. Man, these are the kind of games that I love.
Yeah. This is silly. This is peak awesome.
In Tom we trust. Hello, by the way, welcome, first time chatter. Fuzzy Wander, welcome to the WOG.
Nice you wandered in. Hey, look, I've been trying to make puns all day. I at least got one in.
Get out.
No. You can't make me. At least I know how to unmute my mic. Harrison.
Hey, my mic has not been muted this whole time.
Ah, so it said
I've
Harrison.
been accidentally muted myself this entire time, and it may or may not be because Spencer promised to buy me tendies if I manage to not do it a single time.
That's, well, I won't tell him about the one time you forgot earlier.
That is true, Randy. A heavy shooting list would shoot Tom's list apart. Are there any really heavy shooting lists here at Texas Masters? There's a Bow Snake Daughters of Cain list, I think, right? What else?
There's a couple standard issue Lumineth lists.
Oh, true. A couple. I think we have some Cities of Sigmar.
No, I think Randy was the only one.
Ryan didn't take his cities list?
Ryan who?
Paper Plane Ryan? Chaos Stormcast, Can, Skaven LRL cities, yeah. We have a general update on the tournament. In what sense? I can probably get an updated bracket to everybody. Other than that, we do have the BCP link further up in the chat somewhere. If it's not, Randy, if you happen to have that handy again, could you post that? Ryan. I'll find it later.
Oh, there is. There's Ryan Bounds listed as a second. He's running Phoenix card. I guess he does have 6 card.
Thank you, Randy. We're honestly really sorry you couldn't be here, but I do thank you for helping out, even when you're battling Papa Nurgle yourself personally. All right. It looks like we're getting actually some big stab of action up in here with the I don't know if this is general or not.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Honestly, let's say all giants look the same to me, but I think those are the same models.
Yeah, J-Breakers. The bracket is super interesting. We've actually had a few like kind of big upsets in the bracket so far, which has been really interesting. So I'm really excited to cast those last 2 games and see who finally makes it to the finals.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Also, I think the biggest upset of the day, Gavin and his partner lost round 1 of the doubles.
Oh, man.
When Jeffy V heard about that, he was shocked and appalled.
My boy Alex.
I didn't know Alex?
Yeah, hasn't lost yet. Still
What? Is he in a different bracket than Matt Robish?
No.
Oh. Oh, so that means they may be playing next round.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, Matt Robish is currently playing against, is that James West I see?
I think so, yeah. We just had a team.
Yeah. He's playing against Nurgle, and his last opponent was
winning
Nurgle.
quotas already, yeah, basically.
Oh. Back to this game, Tom's still stabbing.
Yes, Tom's still stabbing. Yeah, honestly, Gavin...
Or blowing, or failing
we
saves.
do wish Gavin would have played singles, but honestly, it's kind of a thing where you have a doubles tournament while you're offering singles. Like, me personally, I would always pick doubles. I love doubles. Yeah, so I think the Incarnate actually attacked into this unit of stabbers right here, killed one, and now Tom is doing the pile-in and the crackback onto the Incarnate, or he could be stabbing over into the Giant, since attacking into the Incarnate probably wouldn't really do anything, because all the wounds would just drop off anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, kill the Giant, try to do what you can against the Incarnate.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so... Wow. Oh, yeah, because there were stabbers here, but they piled in. So he is trying to get within range of this Wargog Prophet down over here behind this. Definitely not a Maw Pot.
Yeah. Now, here's the question. Do you split attacks when you're trying to kill the Wargog? It's massive overkill, but you really need that Wargog to be dead.
I think so, yeah. Overall.
You still split?
I think, especially against this list where you need to be killing stuff and everything is like 8 wounds or less.
True.
Yeah, 100%. But see, then I would split my attacks and lose the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, I know I wouldn't because I've had too much experience with those just failing.
Tom must have used it in Incarnate. Used his walk for the Incarnate to only co-op. I'll ask our pit grot, Jake, if he did use the walk. But honestly, all the Incarnates we've seen so far today have been rolling real bad.
Yep. Like, real bad.
For the upcoming Masters season, what GTs will y'all be streaming? As many as we possibly can. Yeah. We want to do this as much as possible.
Yeah, I'd like to see every single one streamed.
Yeah, we're going to try.
Yeah, I mean, if they'll keep on having me back, I'd like to be back.
We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, it's fine. I'm already on strike, what, 2 now?
No, it's strike like 1.5.
Okay, 1.5. Okay, 1 1/3. Okay.
We'll say that.
As long as I don't get to strike 3, I think I'm good.
Yeah, then we have to kill you.
Yes. I mean, c'est la vie. Also, have we done the shout out? Because I don't want to do it when you've done it again recently.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna go confer with the pit grot. You do the spiel.
Yeah, confront the pit grot. Hang on, let me pull up the script that our amazing script writer Eli wrote for us. Mm-hmm. Where is it? So we appreciate y'all tuning in, and if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, feel free to just follow us here on Twitch. That's great followers. We appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. We do have a Twitter. We're at Weird Knobs. Feel free to tweet, retweet, all that good stuff. We do put notifications where we're going live, try to give updates, things like that. We also have our Weird Knobs website where you can find some cool player materials, like the score sheet you see on screen right now is actually one on the Weird Knobs website, and it's pretty great. Jeff V makes them. He also makes like a player reference sheet. Great for checking out. You'll also find a link to our Discord on our website, and if you want to join in, kind of hang out with us, chat, shoot the breeze, play some TTS with us, tabletop sim, feel free to pop in. See, what else do we need to plug? I think that's it. Twitch, Twitter, website. Hydrate, folks.
I have returned from deep down in the pit of Grumpin with the pit grot. It was horrible.
Okay, what we got?
He has not walked yet.
Oh, that's neat.
We do have a Weird Knobs Instagram. It hasn't been updated in a while. It's on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, Wargog lives. Oh my goodness.
So what were we saying about not splitting attacks?
I said that's what I would do, and then I clarified I would lose the game.
And for those of you who are joining us, we're still at the top of round 1 of Game 3 of the Texas Masters Tournament. This is the 32-player Invitational, where the top 32, well, I just said 32, so yeah, top 32 players in Texas are going to get together and duke it out, because throughout the year we have several major tournaments and smaller locals where everybody gets points for playing, for winning, for losing, and you get ranked, and then the top 32 get invited to this event, and it's pretty great. It's fun. Everybody's here having a good time. Since this is like the Invitational, everybody's
and Tom. No, Grand Alliance Houston claims Tom, so he gets a pass.
What?
You were saying it's the best players in Texas, and they said and Tom.
Oh, Yeah.
Great Alliance Houston claims him, so he gets a free pass.
Yeah. Like Tom is part of Texas.
He brought a 14 big stab list. Of course
Yeah, I mean, really. Yeah. If you said pick a Harambe list out of this entire tournament, this is the Harambe list. Easiest to figure out.
All right. Looks like I think they just chose battle tactic for bottom of one. I saw them writing something. So they must be pointing. I think it is end of Giants turn one.
Where did pick Jake go?
We shall see.
I mean, we gotta assume because Mightier makes Rightier, hold one, hold two, hold more, and battle tactic. So he probably scored 5 this turn.
Yeah, technically anyone who plays enough tournaments in Texas can get an invite to Texas Masters, but it is a little difficult for people outside the state to come to basically every GT.
Yeah, but hey, if you want to, and you want to come to the locals, we'd love to have you.
We would be more than welcoming. Come on down, y'all.
Come on down, Texas now. We're not that bad. It's only hotter than a devil's ass crack out here, but... Now, I may not be a big city Age of Sigmar player, but I do understand the rules.
You live in the capital.
Huh?
You live in the capital.
It's true, I do live in Austin. So it's slightly better than Waco.
There goes the mask. Here goes the mask. I don't understand this reference because I don't play orcs and I feel sad.
Dude, I play orcs and I don't get the reference. Although I do play Iron Jaws. Slambo. I believe a player's giant just put another player into his pants.
Randy to real MVP.
What's Randy doing?
He got the updated bracket for us.
Oh, snap. It's funny. Tom actually had a bracket sheet. Was writing them down like as they were going and taking pictures and stuff like that. I think he's been plugging us on his Twitter too, which is greatly appreciated.
Links to our Discord. If you can't view it, just join our Discord.
At weirdnubs.com. Follow us on Twitter at weirdnubs. Instagram weirdnubs.
Yeah, please give us a follow. We do a whole bit every time somebody follows us on Twitch. So.
Yeah. Like, subscribe. Brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
No,
we're not.
No, never.
But that's when you know you made it big.
Sorry about that. Looks like I missed a message from our trusty pit rock. Giants got 5 points, turn one, and it is bottom of one. Big stabbers, turn one. Bring it down.
Which one are they going to brought it down?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming
probably the mini dudes.
Yeah, one of the mini. Do you have to do the whole unit, or is it just the single monster? I'm not sure how that interacts with the unit of monsters.
No. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know much about Giants because prior to the Incarnate being in the game, they were my subject of ire.
unfollowed and refollowed. I don't know if it'll actually pop up if you unfollow and refollow. I think that might be in the spam filters. I'm about to walk for 4 board. The music kicks in.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
reading the comments. We've had Tom on stream twice so far. I think every event we've streamed so far, we've had Tom on, and I really like Tom on stream because he has his command points in enormous dice in the dice box.
Right.
He has these giant cards that he writes big enough for us to read.
Yeah. He's the most stream-friendly player I think we have here.
Yeah, it's amazing. So we know those man crushers are fighting last from hold on. I know the name of it. Gorkamorka's Warcry.
I was gonna say I know because of the tag on him.
That is also true.
How they got that? Beats me.
Impressive.
Yes, you happen to know the name, and I'm just like, I could read that.
Yeah. So I don't think Tom has a whole bunch to do in his hero phase. He's got a couple of spells, a couple prayers. He is just gonna start moving the big stabbers in though.
Is that a giant cluster of big stabbers at the bottom, like right above the score brick? Because I'm like, is that a orc helicopter? Oh
Looks like
my!
there are 5 units of big stabbers down there.
Oh, that's great. Oh man, this is too good.
If you are just joining us, let us know where you're from, what you're playing, what armies you're playing, what armies you want to play, what armies we all know you have but you don't want to admit to.
You know, Steven, I want to play Chaos Dwarves.
Okay, everybody knows that. That's not something you don't want to admit to.
But I do. I want to play him so bad, but GW says I can't.
They teased him so hard with the Hopgrotz release, too.
Oh, dude, like... Yeah. Hey, but I guess I can play my Chaos Dwarves as Space Dwarves now.
Yeah.
Woo.
Legion of Asgorth, whatever, did something recently?
Yeah, they got legended.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
They got the delete button.
Anyway, so there's big sevens moving up. Wow, I feel bad now.
I'm not bitter about my Forge World army not being playable. Because I would be playing them here, and there'd be 70 of them with guns.
Rolling charges for those 5 units of big stabbers.
Oh, this is just too good.
Yeah, vampires. I think they get any bonuses besides the final flame. Other than that, they just have the final flame. I don't think his war gods can't really buff those either. Oh, I need to.
And you see how the way they're stacked and the way he's moving. I think that's why, because like,
It's because they have range reach.
yeah.
So the ones in the back can just stab over the ones in the front.
And I'll tell you one of the ways you can tell Tom has practiced a lot with this list is just how confident he is with his movement and his positioning against things. This is a player who has definitely put in the reps to get good at the game.
I think I mentioned it earlier, but every time I see Tom play, he does something that my tiny smooth brain can't comprehend, and I think it's silly. And then after my tiny smooth brain has time to process, I'm like, wow, that's actually really smart. And
Yeah.
this is one of those things.
Slambo. Tom just still getting through his first charge phase. There's a lot of charging to be done because he wants to inflict as much damage as he can.
Warlock explode while I was away? There was one here.
I think he's hiding underneath the like the tape measure is right now. The actual.
I don't know where it went.
I think he's like right a little bit south of him, like right there.
I will double check and see if one did explode. Yes.
Warguard Prophet did explode?
Yep.
Well, he lives a good life. You know what I just realized? Like, so I was like, man, I wonder how Tom's going to sequence things, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter because that unit at the bottom fights last.
Yeah.
And the one at top only has one activation.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Monstrous Rampages, I think is what's going on now. I see,
He does get to Monstrous Rampage against everything, against all the big stabbers, which is what's important right now.
yeah. But I mean, you can't repeat them, right? You still can't repeat.
Nope.
So, yeah, he's like, you got one roar, you got one stomp, and then you have...
That's what, like, I know a lot of people thought this list was kind of a meme list, but one of the things is there's 14 units. There's 14 of them. And it's like they active like ablative wounds for the rest of the horde.
Yeah, it's okay. I lost some more big stabbers. Whatever. Oh, they did 2d3 wounds on the way out, or d3. Yeah, 2d3 wounds on the way out for the unit. Like,
Coach, I like how you have to say this month this is what I played with.
so I like how Tom comes up with these just like goofy lists, and he's just like, hey, people, can I borrow these models? And like Texas comes together to like, here's these models, have fun.
Yeah.
Just get your butt here.
Although, why did Gavin have 14 big stabs models?
You know, that's a very good question. I think that's the real question we need to be asking here today.
This was Gavin's list he was playing. Oh yeah, he was. Gavin was playing this before Tom.
Yeah.
So that's probably why Gavin had 14 big stabs. Question answered.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm saying this is why Gavin's not in the singles. He doesn't want to play against this list.
I would have played doubles too.
I know you would have. You know, I would have too, because I would have been good enough to get invited to the singles.
All right.
Man, this is like, you look at this and the amount of mental load that this is putting on the Giants player for trying to figure out the best way to split attacks is huge. Because the chance to leave a unit alive, like if you leave any of these units alive, it's just that much extra damage, and then you're kicking yourself for splitting it. And
At this point, it's not even really units you're worried about. You just want to kill models.
yeah.
You want to kill models. What's the score? Oh, I apologize. The current score is 5-0. This is bottom of 1. I will get that updated. Tom has yet to score.
I don't. Oh, there's a dead stabber. More attacks go to the other stabber.
Tom walk now? I don't think so.
What's up?
I'll double check, but I don't think so.
Oh yes.
Tom is a grown ass orc player who don't need no wog. He hasn't wogged yet.
Yeah. We'll let you know when he wogs, maybe.
No wog as of yet. We are on wog alert though.
Yeah. Wog watch.
This part of me thinks this might just be like the last turn of the game because the two bargain units are at the die, maybe.
Maybe?
Well, no, I take that back.
I don't think
Incarnate's not going to die, and that breaker is not going to die either. It's got too many wounds.
Now,
The little guys in the bottom left, they're probably dead.
Now, does Mightier make Mightier the scoring thing for Giants? Does that affect the Incarnate or no?
No, it does not.
So, like, you kill those two Giants and Tom's like, all right, cool. Which objective are you to capture with your one remaining Giant? And then the big stabbers just migrate that way. They're going to head north for the winter.
True, he needs, let's see, he's probably going to need, there's two baby Giants down there on that bottom point, so if in a magical fairy tale land, and none of the Giants die,
Okay.
or only one dies, there's 20 units there.
Yeah.
So he needs,
Yeah, he's got a lot of bodies on that objective regardless of Mightier.
currently waiting for, I think, I'm not sure what is attacking what, who's attacking who. I think it's Giants.
Yeah, I
That
think
is,
I think it's still the Giant fighting.
still Giants. It is 12 profiles.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's a gatebreaker, so the one big one.
Oh, that was the Incarnate fighting. Now, I saw the general hand wave. I'm wondering if that was Tom's opponent, Chris, giving him the okay to just roll all the big stabbers at once. Actually, no, he wouldn't do that because when each of them, because they fall over and do mortal wounds, right? So there's a possibility that it kills a dude.
I don't know if the little guys fall over. I don't know if the little guys have timber. Oh, they do. Of course they do. Never mind.
Yep, and I think that's what just happened because I saw 5 being rolled by the Giant player, and I think he's like 4 mortal wounds here. And he's like, haha, I have war paint. And then it gets removed. And then I guess the other unit, more war paint. Haha.
That's some strong war paint.
It is.
The littles attack already. The littles actually are fighting last.
And that's a little one gone.
Tom did us a big favor and actually wrote the debuff big enough for us commentators to see, which is really nice.
I think that had to be like 1 unit fighting. And he already killed 1. And he brought a wound over. Like, what? What is this? Tom, stop. I think we should cut the stream. Like, I think we're recording a murder right now. That's poor Giants. The Giants player, though, being
That
a
is
great...
correct. It was that small one was also wounded from last combat.
True. But I say, our Giants player's being a great sport. He knew this would be a rough matchup for him, and he's...
I honestly, he thought it was going to be rough going in. I think he has a chance.
I do too, but it's... When you see 14 big stabs, your initial reaction is, well, what do I do with that? And it looks like they're rolling off for fall direction right now to see where it goes. So I believe that is another small one down. 3 mortal wounds. I don't think there's any paint left on
the
them.
best way to get into the tournament scene. Go to more GTs. Just come hang out with us at more GTs.
I'd say go to locals. Go to locals.
Well, he wants to get into the tournament scene.
Well, this tournament specifically?
Or into the tournament scene in general.
Oh, yeah, go to locals, learn your local scene, talk to your people, grind out games with them, and then just go to GTs, have fun.
Yeah. Go to
Start
wins.
small.
Events are great.
Also, decide if you want to chase the meta or not.
Yes. The profit dying and popping is a little rough, and I do agree the Incarnate is going to be huge here because he survived the turn so far.
Yeah.
So it's going to take at least 2 turns to kill him.
But at this point, like, he can just keep on piecemealing him 1 unit at a time just to keep the Incarnate locked in. And because once, again, those big mauls are gone, Mightier Makes Rowdier is no longer a thing, so it's just like, whatever. I think maybe another giant died.
It's the big stab is still attacking into the man crushers down at the bottom.
Yeah, so you see him pointing, though, at specific units and rolling dice, so I think for Mortal Wound, yeah.
Yeah, he packed those big stabbers in so tight that the timber is actually doing a lot of work.
Do you know what the battle shocks or the bravery on big stabbers is?
6.
So yeah, even losing one, they're not bad off. So
So that is the unit of Man Crushers gone.
Wait, where'd the Incarnate go? Did it die?
No way.
No, whoa. Where's their pick rod? There's...
Is the Incarnate dead?
I think
Did it D-level last turn?
I thought it only comes in at 1.
It comes in at level 2. You have to D-level it twice to kill it. What happened? I will go on a mission and find out what happened.
Yeah, this is... Our pick drop has been wandering off. Roll off return. Jeez. Yeah, if that Incarnate died, this is not looking good.
Wow. Okay, so Tom put a couple big stabbers into the Incarnate on Tom's turn,
Right.
or on Chris's turn.
Right.
Chris rolled very poorly, so it D-leveled the first time, top of turn 1, and it just D-leveled again, end of this turn.
Wow, what did he have to roll to keep it in?
Real low. It was like below like 7 or 8.
Wow, I mean, you hate to see it, really. Like any player getting a model just removed from the table just by poor dice rolls. Like, even though I don't like the Incarnate, that sucks. Like, I feel bad for Chris. This is going to be an uphill battle for him at this point. Tom holds 1, 2. He got Bring It Down. So I'm pretty sure Tom scored 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That do be the Incarnate life though.
Yeah.
Sometimes on what 3d6.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just roll 4 on 3d6. Sometimes it happens.
Live by the Incarnate, die by the Incarnate. Wow. Oh, do we have the updated bracket?
No, Randy posted it in the chat.
Ah, okay.
Thanks again, Randy, for the updated bracket. Oh boy, Alex, still on track. Let's go.
Did we find out what these players' record is right now?
We can look at the bracket.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they've been winning, so they're obviously...
Oh, so they're both 2-0?
I believe they're both 2-0.
Nice.
Well, let's see. Oh yeah, because we're pulling our games from the bracket, so they're obviously 2-0.
Now, here's a question. Do we think Tom can go all the way with this list?
He's got to play my boy Alex.
He does.
So
And Alex
I
bringing the
believe
turtles.
answer is yes. Because the big stabbers will stab a bunch of turtles to death just as easily as a bunch of giants.
No, assuming Tom wins this game, but folks, I'm thinking I don't know how Chris comes back from that.
So it looks like 5-5, top of 2. Tom is going to get the double turn.
Ugh. Tom turn gonna be pretty easy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Pickrot might be going back on his word. Might not be 5-5, top of 2. Tom gets a double turn. We'll see.
I don't think. Well, so Tom got bring it down and got 1 and 2. So I think Tom's at 4.
I do believe that is right. All right. It looks like Tom won priority and then gave the turn to Chris.
That makes sense.
I kind of get it. Makes the Gargants come to him
Yeah, it makes it easier for Tom. Less models he has to move up the table.
because all in all, it doesn't particularly matter to Tom with his MSU shenanigans.
Yeah.
Whoever goes first, it doesn't really matter to him. He's still
Yeah.
going to have an enormous amount of big stabbers to throw into Gargants.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. This is kind of a trap for Chris, but we'll see what he does with it.
Honestly, I say can these big guys throw rocks? So these big guys throwing rocks, like pull back, throw rocks. Hold the 2 objectives, get what you can. Chris, I believe, trying to cast Slamming Weapon. I think he got a 6, and Tom rolled a 5 to counterspell. I think.
Yeah, Flaming Weapon in this case is just kind of overkill more.
Yeah. Maybe it's Mystic Shield? I don't know.
Might be just YOLOing into that big group of big stabbers.
I mean, you do what you gotta do. Man, this MSU thing is like...
It's pretty great, right?
I wouldn't say that. I would say a little bit abusive. Because you think about it, like, What is the downside to playing multiple drops, right? Your opponent gets to go first to do lots of
I
damage.
never really understood the one drop thing, unless you're like an alpha list. I came to Age of Sigmar from Star Wars Armada,
Okay.
where the entire meta was to have more drops in your opponent so you could counter deploy.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's still stuck in my head, you know. That like, oh, I'm gonna have like an enormous amount of drops, so I can deploy, I can counter deploy to you, you know.
Yeah. Oh, looks like he's pulling back with the one Gargant. Eating rocks, I'm assuming?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, pull back, eat rocks. But that's the thing with like Tom's list, you just...
It's not a bad plan to just kind of step back, throw some rocks for a couple turns.
Get what you can points-wise.
Depending on how many wounds that guard thing in the top right has, he might be able to clean up those last few units of Big Sabbaths. And then the Orc boys are going to have a hard time wounding that Gargant.
Yeah. I wonder if Tom threw any attacks into that Gargant. I wonder if he threw them all in the Incarnate just to get it off the table. Because knowing that is the only thing that can contest his body, like the one thing that is really kind of a pain to deal with longer the game goes.
Yeah, another Tom special would actually be really good against his Big Stabber list which is Tom really likes to take the Prime and then drop it turn 1, or just have it on the board turn 1, because when your opponent deploys, that's when their units are all kind of clustered up. So just picking a point and dealing D3 within that is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if Tom ran into any of for example, I think Joe Stormcast list runs kind of the Drake list that do the AoE, Mortal Wound, Breath.
Yeah.
Like any kind of, I think like that type of Stormcast list would really.
No, that's targeted. That's single.
Really?
Yep. That is a ranged attack.
Screw it, just drop Paladins. No, sorry, Annihilators.
He said Dracoths. Dragons are not AE either, but Dracoths specifically are their breath attack is you pick a unit. Oops, all Annihilators is really, really rough. Yep.
You know, I played that list at a local, and Oops All Annihilators, fun. And I failed almost 90% of my charges. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, you know what? This is how the list is supposed to play.
That's what you get for hubris.
You know what? I got to play my Custodians at Age of Sigmar. It was great. Are Dracothian Guard, do they do an AoE?
No.
Just,
Stormcast honestly doesn't have a lot of AoEs. It's Celestin Prime. The Comet does it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know if any of the spells do it. Oh, Annihilators technically, yeah. Adjudicators a little bit. Oh, give me 1 second, folks. I will figure out battle tactics. Probably already mentioned. You're good. Oh, Gargant went with Monstrous Takeover. I believe we are at bottom of 2. We're in bottom of 2. I will wait to hear what the battle tactic is for Big Stabba's. It's not even Bonesplitterz. It's just Big Stabba's turn.
Yeah, let's be
turn
real.
2. Oh, don't get me started on Heralders. Look what they did to my boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were great.
Look what they've done to my boy.
You say that, but look what they've done to Archeon.
I don't care about him.
I do. I like him.
That's too bad.
I like my Mary Sue characters.
He's forever destined to be the loser.
It's true. Did we get how many points Chris scored last round? Or this round?
I don't think so. First just advance for Orcs, which makes sense. He's got enough units for it. I will find out how many points. Looks like Giants got 4 points, so it is currently 9-5, bottom of 2.
Alrighty. How many rocks a turn can Giants throw?
The big ones, I think, can only throw the one. No, it's the little ones that can only throw one.
So
Let's find out. Let's go on a learning adventure together.
yeah.
Hurled Boulder. Oh, it's based on... no, just one attack. The range is based on their bracket, so one attack.
So hear me out. Tom just has to get like one turn where he gets. So if Tom scores 5 this turn, he literally does not have to play this game anymore. He can just sit on his objective and just farm up points.
Yeah, but that would be boring.
It would be. It would be. I mean, you look at the way he's moving now. Like it.
The rock, I think the rocks, he can throw 2 rocks a turn, so I think he can reliably kill 2 big stabbers from range a turn. But the way he's setting up, I think he might be planning to do exactly what you just said.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna score my 5 points this turn, guaranteed. Oh wait, why is Incarnate back? What he's using the, sorry folks, he's using the Incarnate to check sizes for base. Oh, okay. I was like, what? I'm like, I mean, I don't think it's part of the rules, but if the players agree to it, like, what are we gonna say? But yeah, like, so Tom's gonna do the smart thing. He's just gonna sit back. He's gonna score his 5 points this turn, and he's just gonna hang out and let either Homeboy lob rocks, kill 2 units a turn for the next 3 turns, and score 4 points, because I don't think he's like any other battle tactics he can really get.
That's true. It's also making sure. It's also making it so he can't long shanks over there onto the objective.
Yeah. And since these players are undefeated, playing the smart conservative move that'll win you the game while maybe boring is the smart thing to do.
Yeah, let's go, Sons. You can do this. Is this a burn objective mission?
I mean, so it said that the objectives were prime, I think? honestly, with this tournament pack, I don't know if there's still Tectonic Shift. They say it's just the ones that are holding in players' objectives are prime.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So he can burn that top white round. Top right one, I think.
Are we at the top? What are we still at the bottom of 2?
Bottom of 2.
Oh, it's still here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's even harder with one objective going away. Best.
Oh, you are right. I just got an update from the pick rat. It is 9-9, top of 3. Giant actually got it, and they are choosing Conquer. Tom did not win the priority roll. Chris won the priority roll, and he's going to take it first. Let me confer with the pick rat to see which objective they're going to conquer.
Yeah.
Which objective? What objective?
So I got a question for you, Steven. Do you have to remove an objective if you go second on top of 3?
I don't think so. I think it's a May. But I don't understand. There's no reason why he wouldn't, but I believe it is a May.
Especially in Tom's position, I would remove that top right objective in a heartbeat. Say bye-bye, come here. And I honestly, it looks like Chris is obliging him. Chris is going for the objective deep within Tom's zone, which I believe will score him an extra victory point.
Both of the players have a strong incentive to burn an objective, but you don't have to, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the smart thing and going for the objective not completely covered in big stabs.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good idea.
But I imagine, like, the GPS on the big stab of blobs could be, like, recalculating route, and they're just gonna whoop in.
Yeah, right now we are assuming that top right was burned. We don't know that for sure, but that is probably a safe assumption.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't see why Tom would, especially how clean he's been playing this game today.
Yeah. Doing a redeploy off of something.
What the heck?
Maybe it was within 9 of the other Gargant that moved.
Lobbing rocks now.
I think he confirmed Chris is conquering the one on the bottom right.
How? Like, how's he gonna get in?
Not sure. He might have just opened himself up a... No, because that Gargant already moved. But he might have just opened himself up a path. Charging and tiling through the hole that he just created.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's not, I don't think it's a big enough hole. I think Tom spaced it correctly. Like... Well, we are about to see.
Yeah, he's going to have to impact hit and rampage that one kind of this one down here, kind of in the bottom.
Yep. They're using the incarnate to figure out if the base can actually fit, but I don't think it can. But we're going to see what the players say.
I do think can't Longshanks when you charge. Oh, interesting. I do think he probably should have given this turn away and burned one of those objectives.
Yes, 100%. That was the right call. That's what makes me wonder if they remembered that. No, you can't burn objectives that are wholly within your employment zone. The ones on in your opponent's zone are unburnable.
Well, you could have burned this one.
Oh yeah. He could have burned bottom left, and that maybe he wanted to keep. I don't know. Looks like we're measuring out redeploy ranges. Maybe he's charged. Looks like we're rolling for a charge here. Got a 6. What is... I believe he's intending to stay outside 3 inches of that bottom group of stabbers there. Mm-hmm. That'd be my guess.
Sigmar, you have 90 minutes remaining in this round. 1 hour, 30 minutes remaining. Remember, if you would like to set up your army where you stand and leave your game for tomorrow's best army voting, please do. If not, please set it up in the morning before the voting starts. You have 90 minutes.
Just waiting to see where Chris wants to attack first.
I believe the Giants get impact hits.
Yeah, the MSU hurting Tom just slightly here because Chris can basically pick whoever he wants to attack first, and the Giants' health pools are so big that Tom getting a free attack on the other Giant is not going to do very much.
Yeah. Man, he was not able to swing in that pile in. So that objective is going to go uncontested, I think.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Chris only going to be able to score 2 points here for those top 2 objectives. Yeah, he needed 1 more inch on the charge, so he could have tried to kill this big stabber right here, so he could have swung in on the pile-in. Now, Tom still has yet to use his WOG as well.
Yeah. At this point, Tom has to be feeling pretty good about this match.
Yeah, not a whole lot to say here. Chris choosing to attack into this healthy unit of big rots or big stabbers, choosing to take out that unit instead of overkilling the single unit massively.
Yeah.
Which means that giant in the bottom left will probably live until next turn to go down there and once again attempt to contest that objective. If Tom doesn't screen him out. Chris being real cautious here with his movement and his attack. He only has 2 models left, and he's not out per se yet. It is going to be an extreme uphill battle. He's going to have to play perfectly, consider every single decision.
And Tom just has to YOLO forward and stab things.
Yeah, I do still think he should have given Tom the turn so he could burn an objective and maybe squeeze out a few more points.
Yeah, 100%.
I do appreciate the gusto of taking Conquer as giants against Big Stabbers.
Yeah.
There is still a chance if that Gargant on the left lives and continues to just whittle down those big stabbers to the point where Tom just doesn't have enough damage. There is a chance. It's not much of a chance, but it does exist.
Yeah. Really, I think it's going to come down to if Tom can get the Wargog spell off to make one of them strike class. He's probably going to try to get in range to make the... Well, he can't do anything to get in range outside of this, so I don't know.
Yeah, not getting Conquer hurts a lot here.
Yep. Wargog, the stabber going in against the one giant on the right.
Yep. Slambo. Yeah, I think the Wargogs, both of them caught rocks and are no longer with us.
Yeah.
So no more fight last. So
no, they both had the same. They both had it. They both had it. Or are both Wargogs dead now?
yeah, both of the Wargogs are dead.
Oh, geez, wow. That's good.
I think anyway. I think they both caught rocks.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a good point. The Gargant not getting free of combat so it can't heal is big. Although I don't think, even if it did get free of combat this turn, I don't think Tom would let it stay free until next turn. So it would get that 1d3 heal, potentially, and that would be it.
Yeah, and really, like... I mean, I'm just looking at this, and I don't see a way back. Even, like, if everything goes this way. Yeah,
every point does count.
Tom burned the objective.
Yep, like we thought, Tom burned the objective. So this is bottom of 3. We will see what Tom's battle tactic is. Looks, I'm pretty sure Chris is going to get two
no,
points.
one. Chris only holds one objective.
Doesn't Tom burn the objective at the start of his turn?
Start of the round, I believe. I don't like the Slambo thing. Just throwing that out there.
Start of round. So yeah, it is 10-9. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a huge upset if that left giant lives. He can still do something.
I don't think it's going to live. It has 7 big stabbers about to stab it.
It does, but yeah, that's true. I personally think he can probably outmuscle the big stabbers, just like Orcman just said. But he's going to lose on points.
Yeah, like, so is all the giants' attacks 3-inch range?
All the giants' attacks with the 3-inch range?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah, all the gate breakers. Uh, 2-inch, 3-inch, 3-inch.
Sorry, 2-inch range you said?
They have 3 profiles. One is a 2-inch, and the other 2 are 3 inches.
I mean, okay, so we think he charges with each one, and then the second rank is going to be in range at 3 inches and outside of his opponent's range. I don't know. This is going to be interesting interesting round for sure.
That is true. The foil's the one that matters, and it's 3 inches. They all overkill, so... yeah, the Incarnate going down was extremely painful. Rolling really low turn 1.
Yeah.
Just one unit of Big Stabbers was extremely painful.
Yeah, that was rough.
It would be a completely different game right now if the Incarnate didn't go down.
Mm-hmm. If my understanding of the rules is correct, don't you, like, you can move within 3 as long as you don't end your movement out within 3 of an enemy, right?
No. There's a 3-inch bubble that you can't be in.
Okay.
Unless you have a fancy rule. Yeah, only if you can fly. I guess flying isn't really a fancy rule. A lot of things have it, but you know what I mean. Just seeing if he wants to redeploy here.
But also those big stabbers could spin an inch to Spider-Man run up the side of the wall, technically making their base not within 3 inches. Maybe Tom trying to position Big Stabbers to go after the other giant too?
That left giant to live, and then he really, really needs to land the rock on this final Big Stabber here. Next turn. Get priority. Have left giant live. A series of increasingly improbable events.
Yep. Well, all Tom has to do is throw 2 units into the giant a turn.
Oh, true. Chris might be trying to deny Savage Spearhead right now. Choosing not to redeploy. Fascinating.
I think he wants to be in melee. I think he wants this fight to do as much damage as he can on both his turn and his opponent's turn.
Oh, and there's what I was talking about. He's going to move up one of these kind of sacrificial battle line units to screen out that Gargan from getting on the point, even if he does kill the big stabber in front of him.
Yeah. I believe that is a charge roll from Tom.
Yep, we're going into the charge phase. He's going to get as many of those big stabbers in as possible, which likely he'll be able to get all of them.
I wonder how many. I don't know how many command points Chris has, but at this point, would it be worth Unleash Schelling?
I mean, possibly.
Because you think what's +1 save gonna do? Like, really, they're Ren 2.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Probably not really worth it.
Yeah.
Because it's what, like -1 to hit, so hit on a 5.
Yeah. What are Giant Space save for up?
Yes.
Yeah, so all defense or all attack would be best, I guess. Ooh, Tom even going in with his little unit.
And getting all of those big stabbers in. Well,
Yep.
he still has to do the last charge.
Man, I know I was talking about it earlier, but I say again, like, Tom is really confident with this armor. He's, like, not fiddling when he brings the models in. It's just, they sit and they're there. I believe these are monstrous actions that are going on now. We had to stop killing a unit to killing a big stabber.
The pit grot has been dispatched.
He's going to use his 3 CP, 665.
So it looks like the Gargant on the left has 10 wounds on him. The Gargant on the right has 14.
Okay. How much does that degrade him by?
So neither of them are quite half.
Uh-huh.
The one on the left has not bracketed yet. The one on the right is on its first bracket.
Okay.
Which means the Fort Crusher flail overkills a unit of Big Stabbers slightly less.
Alright.
Gargant on the bottom right has...
Oh, whatever Chris just rolled, he totally whiffed. That looks like one failed wound for 4 damage. Like, and it was a handful of dice, too.
That is not what he wants to see right now. 25 wounds left on that left target. All those big stabbers could easily cut through that.
Oh yeah.
It's coming down to dice here, really.
And at this point, do we know if which Gargan has attacked yet?
The one on the right has. The one on the left has not. These attacks are coming from. There's a few too many from the big stabbers.
It's from the unit, the 10-man unit that was that moved in with them as well.
The more boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the other boys. Taking some more wounds.
Yep.
Before the big stabbers even go in. I'm curious as to why these big stabbers right here didn't get in.
I think they failed.
Unless they are in range here? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they may have failed the charge. I think he may have been intending to go for the big one. But since he failed that charge, he's keeping them to prevent it from wiping the squad and then going over, or oh my. Is that giant still on the objective? Top left. Okay.
Yeah, high production value, the atmospheric shaking of the table from the giant footsteps.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure when the next GT is, but if you ping Jeff on Discord or Twitter, he might be able to tell you. Jeff Viscatus, Jeff V. Oh, there is one dead big stabber.
Yeah, and he cracked back with some mortal wounds. I think I saw 6 in that, so that's 3 of them. Another dead stabber. Throwing out mortal wounds.
Wound counter on that left giant creeping up.
Yeah, what's the magic number we need to hit there?
35, unless it is the general, then it's 40. I don't know which one is the general.
It is pretty far down the track, though, regardless if it is or not. Twenty
wounds on red, so all those big stabbers in that big unit only put it on another 10 wounds. And there's only 2 big stabbers left on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I still don't know how Chris comes back from this, though.
There's a chance.
I don't think there is. But I may be wrong, and I hope I am wrong.
Let's go Giants.
Okay. The Bears.
Rolling these attacks, probably I think attacking into the right Giant with those two Tin Mans.
Yeah.
No, not a chance. Never ran out 2 Megas still on the table.
2 Megas.
They might be surrounded, but that's exactly where they want to be.
Yeah, but they also have about a Mega's worth of health between them.
True, but
Look
even on half brackets, they still hit like a truck. Rolling a lot of saves here. Ooh, that's not ideal, actually.
No, that's very bad.
We'll try to keep you updated on the exact health of the Giants. We're still on. I'm not sure how many wounds it just took, but it was a lot. So look, we're probably on number.
I think
20,
5 or 6 he took there.
Probably around 20 wounds on each Giant. So one is about half health, the other one's a little bit over.
Yeah. And that's the thing. This is Chris's turn, isn't it? Or no, is this Tom's turn? Are we at the bottom or top? Who's on first?
This is. Don't remember. It is Tom's turn right now.
Okay, so we're at the bottom of 3 because Tom went second. Okay.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Tom is grabbing another chunk of dice, though.
Score is currently 10-9. Also, everybody, please hydrate.
Yes.
Make sure to stay hydrated, everybody.
Also, join us on Twitter at Weird Knobs. Please feel free to follow us. Like, subscribe. You can find all of our VODs on the YouTubes, Weird Knobs, weirdknobs.com. Join the Discord.
Yes, he really needs to clear one of these combats, start healing, and moving to capture objectives.
I think that was Big Stab. I think this is the giant brick of dudes on the right. Giant. Like, and remember, 6s explode, don't they?
Yep.
Okay, a few more passes, so it looks like 2.
It's one of the allegiance abilities of the Bonesplitterz is for every Bonesplitterz unit. If you roll a 6, you get 2 hits instead of 1.
Oh, I think was this just turn roll off?
No, it can't be. Not yet.
Okay, yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, I think they might be doing bravery.
Ah.
Yeah, even one of these big steppers running away would be clutch for Chris.
What's their bravery?
6.
Okay, so he has to roll 6.
Yep.
All right. I'm guessing Tom scored 4?
Potentially. Hold 1, hold 2. It depends on if that Gargant is up on that objective.
Well, he held more.
Gargants are -1 their bravery. No. Yes.
Maybe?
I believe the Gargants have a bravery aura. It's on a 5, yeah. Orcs allegedly have 15 points, which I don't understand how, but I will trust Behemat and the players. Oh no. Tom won priority and is taking the double turn, which might cinch it for him. There is 21 wounds on the left and 19 wounds on the right.
How does Tom score 6? Let's figure this out. So, 1, 2 more. Battle tactic. Where's the other one come from?
I think we might have missed a silver monster points here.
Oh, right.
In previous rounds. Are you guys using the hunt? We are not. We're not using the hunt, so there is no extra points for killing priority targets.
But if the tactic itself has it, then...
Yeah, still a good amount of wounds left on these two megas. So if that left one, there's still those 2 big stabbers just kind of sitting out in no man's land that can also come in. So the Gargants still have a chance to do a lot of damage if they live through this combat.
Yeah.
He has not wogged yet, as far as we know. He did not use in the first 3 rounds. Even at this point, if Chris does manage to win these combats, which I think there's a decent chance that he does, I think he's still going to lose on points because he can't get down there and get those objectives.
Yeah, 100%. Because the extra point for banging on your opponent's objectives is only if you're a hero with 9 wounds or less. So the max he can score at any given time this game now is going to be 5 points. Unless there's a battle attack that specifically gives a bonus that Giants have, but I don't think there is right now. Yeah, as like Steve was saying earlier, like, this may be a game where Tom has no models on the table, just straight up wins. Because what I'm thinking Tom's going to do here is he's going to charge into the left unit, or with the 2 Gore Gruntus, wrong your org thing. Big stabbers are in the middle. They're going to charge to the left giant, do as much.
1 hour remaining. 1 hour remaining in the final round today.
Or I can be 100% wrong and Tom goes the other way. The heck is that model that he just moved? Sorry, looking up Tom's list right now. I want to see what model he would have left that was like with the 1 left in a unit. We got Savage Big Boss. Boys going in. I'm assuming that was a stomp. Doing some mortal wounds. Cracking back. Looks like Tom is going now in with the unit of Big Stabbers on the right. Check-in range from the Savage Big Boss. Let's see what that does real quick. Not sure why he's checking range on that. Maybe he's checking for some other generic command ability.
Alright, I have returned. Top of 4.
Yep.
Tom double turn, took broken ranks.
Yeah. What it looks like Tom did, he that unit of stabbers that was in the center, he sent them to the right, and they got stomped off, I think. Like, he took some damage on him. I saw miles removed.
Nice.
Also, one thing we forgot is I believe Tom still has a Savage Big Boss, and that's the unit that's at the bottom left still on the objective.
Yeah, still waiting for Tom to use that kind of 4-up ward. Or if he's going to big flex and just not use it the whole game.
He might just big flex his way through it. He's sending a message to his next opponent.
Wow, there's no War God, so there's no fight last anymore, I believe.
We don't think there is, at least. Yeah, I think
23 wounds so far on the Gargant on the right.
no is that a big stab of that? Is
But it looks like the one on the right's already attacked, hasn't it? But
It did.
On Chris's turn, I think according to the new rules, he can pick that unit of boys on the bottom and pile in around them to get on objective.
Yep.
Let's see if he remembers. Coming down to the wire here, actually.
It is.
There is a chance. There is a chance Chris can do it.
I'm gonna have to say no. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say no on this one. I mean, like I said, while you had stepped away to talk to our pick rot, I was like, I think Tom's not gonna have any models on the table, but he's gonna win. Ooh, what was that? That was some paint saves. Poor Chris, rolling really poorly at this game. Honestly, I think it's the dice that lost in this game, not his play.
Yeah.
Like
It would have been different if the Incarnate would have lived.
yeah, like I don't know if you saw, but that attack, he whiffed on 5 dice. Like I think he got 1 wound through on 5 dice. Like that is not that's some Jeff V level dice right there. And now that big unit's gonna go, I think.
24 wounds on the target on the left.
6 more, right?
It's going to 35, 9.
I think it's easy with these exploding 6s and that unit. And I think he's got some big stabbers over there that haven't gone yet. Not seeing any 6s though. Still a good grip of hits. Also, one thing we need to consider, he never uses his big boss's ability. It says after the big boss fights, he can pick a unit that is within 12 and engaged and fight immediately. So that can be a little bit swingy. Tom going in with the other unit.
Yep. Still just blocking off those objectives.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and I'm not sure if those big stabbers went or not. Got some explosions there.
Looks like that combat on the left is over. There's 29 on that red target.
Dang. This is a lot of dice he's having to roll. Oh. Oh, okay. Says Tom scoring an extra point for having his leader near the objective at the bottom left.
Because that war gun's still alive.
War chief, but yeah.
That war chief.
Yeah, big boss or whatever. Yeah, score 1 victory point if you have a friendly leader from your starting army with wounds 9 or less, within 5, or within 3 of an objective you control, excluding the objective that starts within your territory. So I guess he's not getting that because he's within 6, not 3.
All right, we are going into bottom 4. Orcs. Orcs only 18. Combat is battle tactic. Interesting.
Was it Broken Ranks that he picked?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Tom did not get his battle tactic.
1, 2 more.
Measuring down there in the right, I wonder if he's going to try to retreat and back onto that objective and take it. Can you do that? Can you retreat over people as a guardian?
I think you can move over models. I don't know if you can retreat over them though. Does guard against the Gatecrasher's movement characteristic degrade?
It does, but not by a whole bunch.
Yeah, well, it looks like that's what he's doing. He's just moving over them.
Wow.
Cool, so that'll give Chris a point.
I'm not sure why he didn't do that earlier. Anyone know how Alex is doing? My boy Alex is winning all his games, and he's going straight to the top.
Did he win round 3?
Unbiased commentary, by the way.
100% unbiased.
I'm not sure why he didn't just retreat there last turn then for the points.
Maybe. I don't think he had the distance to clear it because there was a lot more models there before that were stacked deep.
And why he's not doing it with the left guardian either to get back on that objective.
I don't know if he has enough movement to clear it.
That's true.
Because of how degraded he is, and because the reason he was able to do it because that whole the models that are on the right were only on 25s, I believe. So you probably had a little bit more distance to go.
We are playing a game of heroes, which is based off. Is that an actual battle plan in the GHP Gaming Heroes?
I think so. This looks like an official battle thing.
Yes, so we are playing a game of heroes. This is the last round of 3 rounds today. We'll be coming back tomorrow. This is not an official mission. I believe it's based off of an official mission.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. It's the quarter deployment zones.
It's all right. Like I don't think it's a terrible mission.
Yeah, this is, like I was saying, this is the last round of 3 rounds for today. We will be
that is a lot of
having
low rolls.
2 more games tomorrow, starting at 9 again, I believe, and that includes the finals, the crowning of the Texas Masters champion. Chris took broken ranks for his battle tactic as well, which I assume is the only really viable target, which is this unit of boys right here.
Yeah. Whoa.
What the heck is going on?
Threw a lot of damage on that unit. All right, there we go. Yeah, a lot of damage on that unit.
Rock gang.
Big stabber going in, doing stabbing things. Oh, that was 100% whiff.
That's rough. Oh, red Gargant is holding that objective. So the Gargant on the left is towed in on that objective.
Okay, yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh, that's some damage coming through. That's 2 more damage on him.
I'm not actually sure if the winner gets to take the big hammer home. Maybe.
In spirit, most likely.
In spirit, most likely. Yeah, this is honestly, this might actually be turning around.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him.
I'm not.
Well, that's rude. I'm rooting for both of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm rooting for both players. I just want to see a win out of this for somebody.
If he wins top of 5, he can heal the Gargant in the bottom right. And then I guess charge it back in and kill more stuff. He didn't get what through. Chris missed the battle tactic. Oh, Druid. Yeah, Chris only scoring 3 points, not getting his battle tactic. That is rough. We are waiting to see if he won priority or not.
So we are going to top of 5 regardless.
If you are just joining us, this is the final game we're streaming on day 1 of the Texas Masters 2022 GT Invitational. If you like what we're doing and you want to see some more of it, we'd super appreciate it. You give us a follow here or subscribe on YouTube. Hit us up on Twitter. We put all of our VODs on YouTube after we stream them. And on Twitter, you can listen to community bloodthirster Jeff rant about corn.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. So it looks like Tom ran those boys, and kind of like made a cordon. What is he doing?
Hold the line, I believe.
Yeah, with the other unit, but like I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh, there we go. That's what he's doing.
Tom took top of 5, slay the warlord.
Oh, he's doing it. So this is the dude I was talking about. He gets to fight, and then he makes another dude fight instantly.
Yep.
So I think he's going to try to charge him with those right big stabbers. Yeah, they get him with a 6. So the Savage Big Boss gets 6 attack. Wow. Wow, dude. 6 attacks, 3s, rend 1/2 damage.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's like big stabbers.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yes.
This is
Tom's grand strategy is get them bones, which is why the big stabber ran away.
what is get them bones?
I knew it like 2 minutes ago. Because I just looked it up.
All right. 6 attacks with this dude. Let's see what we get. Remember, 6s explode for this dude.
Oh, he has to control a terrain feature in his opponent's territory.
Oh, for giants?
No, forget them bones.
Oh, were those? Yes, those were hits. And he had 2 or 3 6s in there. Oh. That is not good. We're looking at rend 1 here, so that's going to be 5s. Or he could just do that. Oh, it looks like still at 3-4 failures. No ward save due to them being Drakfoot. Now
there is 40 wounds on that target on the left.
And now, but so the cool thing again about this once per game ability on this Savage Boss is going to make a unit fight instantly that hasn't fought yet. So he's now, I believe, going with them stabbers. Only 2. I don't think that's enough to save. So that's 6 more damage on him. I don't think it's enough.
Two wounds remaining on that left guardian on the general. The command trait is saving him right now.
Is what?
His command trait? I think wait, hold on.
Are you talking about the giant or the orc?
The giants.
Yeah,
Yeah, monstrously tough, giving him an extra of 4 wounds. He would be dead by now. They only have 35 wounds, so an extra 5 wounds.
Giants, fair and balanced.
Yeah, they are quite heavy. They would unbalance that stuff.
It would. Maybe that's what. Maybe we need to like use giants for our table eggs. That's a paint save, at least 1. Oh, there goes that unit. I don't know how he split his attacks because the problem is there's still another big stabber that is yet to stab. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. That is a. Oh, is that it? Failed to save. He had. What is he? What is that? They're rolling the fall.
They're rolling the damage.
Yep.
That might be game right there.
It is. Yep. GG. That's a good game there. Well played by them.
It was a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah, honestly, me too. Especially after that incarnate went down, I thought it was pretty much going to be just there now because we got to see he now controls that. He's getting his battle tactic. He slayed the warlord. Wait, did he get slayed? Yeah, he slayed the warlord. Got his grand strat. What is? I think Chris is going to get his grand strat as well. Not Chris. Yeah, Chris. Chris's Grand Strats Beastmaster. So.
Yep. Yeah, measuring to see if you can get to the objective of trying to pick up as many points as possible here.
Yeah, I think at this point, Tom is playing for tournament points, just so he can try to get as much as he can to get a higher ranking.
Guys, no worries. Honestly, thank you guys for coming out. Like I said earlier, we are gonna be here tomorrow for two more games, including the finals.
Yep. Oh, his finals are gonna be dope.
The finals are gonna be. It's gonna be the two best players here.
Yep.
Duking it out to see who's going to win Texas Masters champion.
Yeah, and there's the handshake. We're going to have the pick rot try to give us a final score so we can update y'all, but we had 3 really good games today.
Yeah.
Not Matt. Jeff versus... Marcus, yes. Nighthawk versus Corn. Great game. 2 armies we don't really get to see on stream much.
Yep.
Another very close game with melee armies. They did a little bit more dancing than we saw with these 2 armies, round 2 and round 3, and it was very cool positioning-wise to see them play around that with reinforcements coming and things like that.
Then we had Jock versus Nurgle.
Yeah,
Jonathan versus James.
2 very different armies with the same, like, I want to get in your face and I want to kill you game plan, but that was like turn 2, they're slapping each other in the face, and it was just a grind fest. Nurgle ended up coming on the end just through mortal wound and attrition.
Any chance that players come on and chat? I actually might ask if some of them want to come on and chat right now. I know we're going to try to at least get our finalists to come down and chat about the game afterward. But we shall see. Yeah. Right now, the players are still doing their final tabulations, talking, trying to figure things out. We also need to give them a chance to catch their breath. Yeah, we've all been here for about 12 hours. Yeah. So definitely tomorrow we will get our finalists on stream to chat. But the players have to tear down. We have to tear down, do all the things. Yeah. But if that's something, if we get feedback and that's something that people want, we will try to build that into our events in future. Yeah, it's definitely something. It's a little bit hard for the earlier rounds because there is a pretty short, between usually round 1 and round 2, there's a lunch break, which we're all hefty gamers that want to eat. Let's not lie. Yeah. And then this round, there was only a 15-minute break, and honestly, in that time, we had to kick the people off the top table, and then we had to kind of reset some things. So... Yeah, but honestly, Chris, being a good sport, I think he kind of knew what was going to happen, especially when I talked to him beforehand, but he almost pulled it out. He came back from a really early, like a big setback early game and did really, really well. Yeah, I think he underestimated his own ability in this one and his army's ability to kind of stick in there and hang. Tom, again, playing a very skew list, asking, can you deal with this? And not a lot of armies can, and Suns almost did. Our final score is Orcs 24, or Orcs 25, Giants 19, Orcs win. There we go. And thinking about it, like, going back to Chris's game plan, it was the game plan, it was the right decisions. Go in, strike hard, strike first, no mercy, Cobra Kai. Incarnate didn't believe in that plan, and that was the problem. Incarnate's like, nah, guys, I'm out. I'm cutting out early. It's my Friday. So. But we are going to go ahead and call it a day, everyone. We've been here for almost 12 hours. We're going to get some dinner, get some sleep. Yep. Be here tomorrow bright and early for our final 2 rounds, including our finalists. Once again, thank you all for coming out. And I apologize, Randy. The final score was 25-19 Orcs. But we're going to be out tomorrow for our final 2 games. Once again, thanks everybody for coming out. If you like what we're doing, please give us a follow on Twitch. It super helps us out. Come and give us a subscribe on YouTube. That's where all the VODs go after we stream them. Follow us on Twitter at WeirdKnobs. We do all sorts of events. We're going to be doing more. All the updates go out there. So once again, thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah. And Jeff? Yeah. See you, Steven. Y'all have a great one. Yeah. See ya. See ya.